In this video, you'll learn the key differences between Wusthof and MAC kitchen knives. I'll cover everything from design and materials to performance and price. Let's go.
Prudent Reviews.
Hi, I'm Andrew with Prudent Reviews, where we help you find the best products for your home. Wusthof is a household name. They've been in business for literally over 2 centuries. You'll find their knives in thousands of stores across the globe. MAC isn't as widely recognized, but publications like Good Housekeeping and Food and Wine magazine give the knives high praise. In fact, the New York Times Wirecutter named the MAC MTH80 chef's knife the best overall chef's knife, after testing over 20 options, including several Wusthofs. In this video, I'm going to give you a side-by-side comparison of Wusthof versus MAC knives. Specifically, I'll show off both brands' most popular knives, the Wusthof Classic and the MAC MTH80 chef's knives. I'll walk through the key differences, and at the end, I'll let you know which knife I recommend. Before we get started, have you tried MAC or Wusthof knives? Let me know in the comments what you think of them if you have. The first difference is the blade profile. You'll notice the edge or the belly of the Wusthof knife is slightly more curved than the MAC knife. There are pros and cons to both approaches. The curved belly of the Wusthof knife enables a prominent rocking motion, which is how I use my knives most often. You can still rock with the MAC knife, but it's a much shorter motion. The main benefit of MAC's straighter edge is that it offers smooth, clean, straight cuts, so you can be more precise. This MAC knife has a hollow edge, also called a Granton edge. These small dimples create air pockets that help prevent food from sticking. I haven't noticed a huge difference, but it's worth calling out. Some Wusthof knives, like this Santoku knife, feature the same design, but most of its chef's knives have a smooth finish. Wusthof knives have a more prominent bolster than the MAC. The bolster is the thick part of the steel in between the handle and the blade. The main point of this is to center the balance point and add heft to the knife. Some Wusthof bolsters, like the Icon collection, are tapered, but the classic knives have a full bolster. On the positive, the full bolster makes knives a bit more hefty and provides a barrier so your hand can't slip. On the downside, it prevents you from sharpening the entire edge. MAC takes a more streamlined approach. With its slim bolster that doesn't extend to the blade's heel, it still balances the knife in the center, but it doesn't get in the way of sharpening or using the entire edge. Wusthof knives are noticeably heavier than MAC knives. The MAC 8-inch chef's knife weighs 6.5 ounces. The Wusthof Classic 8-inch chef's knife weighs 8.5 ounces. The Wusthof 6-inch chef's knife, which you see here, almost weighs as much as the MAC 8-inch chef's knife. Let's talk about performance. Wusthof knives are ground to a 14-degree angle per side. The MAC knives have a 15-degree angle per side. In other words, both knives are incredibly sharp out of the box. I definitely noticed over time that the MAC holds its edge better. Don't get me wrong, Wusthof knives don't dull quickly, but the MAC knife seemed to keep its factory razor-sharp edge a bit longer. I haven't sharpened it in several months, and you can see how easily it cuts through this carrot. The Wusthof is a bit duller, so I have to put a little bit more effort into cutting. MAC blades are made from high carbon steel. Wusthof blades are made from German stainless steel. The main difference between the two is that the Wusthof steel contains more chromium, which makes the blades shinier and more resistant to stains and rust. MAC, on the other hand, limits the chromium content. If you read the brand's negative reviews, the most common complaints are about staining and rusting. While chromium makes steel look better, it actually negatively impacts edge retention and overall performance. It's a trade-off, and MAC intentionally chooses performance over appearance. The difference is subtle, but worth noting. The handles of Wusthof knives come in a variety of materials. The classic handles are made of POM, which is short for polyoxymethylene. It's a dense and durable synthetic material that won't fade or damage. It's a good quality material you'll find on a lot of premium knives. Some Wusthof knives are made of wood, which provide a more natural and elegant look. For example, the Crafter collection handles are made of smoked oak. Icon handles are blackwood, and Amici handles are made of olive wood. MAC knives have one type of handle, and that's Pakkawood. Pakkawood is a wood and resin composite that's durable and resistant to heat and moisture. It has a similar feel to POM, but it features subtle wood grains. Another major difference between MAC and Wusthof is the blade construction. Except for the Gourmet collection, all Wusthof blades are forged from a single block of steel that's heated and pounded into shape before being polished and ground to a standard double bevel. The whole process takes 40 steps and relies on advanced robots and lasers along with skilled artisans. The end result is a knife that's all one piece, including the blade, the bolster, and the tang, with the handle riveted on. In contrast, MAC blades are stamped from a sheet of steel. Stamped blades are generally thinner and flimsier, however that's not the case with MAC. Their blades are relatively thick and go through sub-zero tempering, which means the steel is treated with liquid nitrogen to make the alloy harder and give it better edge retention. After the blade is stamped into shape, they grind the whole side from the spine to the edge, creating a full V taper. The bolster is then welded on after the knife has been stamped. This process requires more labor than forged knives, but it results in a sharper, more precise blade. Wusthof knives are made in Solingen, Germany, also known as the City of Blades because it's home to several knife makers, including one of Wusthof's biggest competitors, Zwilling. MAC knives are made in Seki City, Japan, a region that also has a long history of blade making, dating back to 13th century swordsmiths. Both brands have several unique knife collections, but Wusthof has more to offer. Wusthof has 9 knife collections. Their most popular are the Classic, which you see in this video, and the Icon. The main difference between the Classic and the Icon is that the Icon has a half bolster, while the Classic has a full bolster. MAC has a total of 7 knife collections, and the Professional, which you've seen in this video, is their most popular. Overall, Wusthof has a little bit more to offer. Wusthof knives come with a limited lifetime warranty, which covers defects in materials and craftsmanship. MAC has a 25-year warranty that also covers defects in materials and craftsmanship, but there's one important thing to note. When you buy MAC knives, make sure you buy from an authorized seller. If you don't buy from an authorized seller, the warranty is void. MAC provides a list of authorized sellers on their website, which I've linked to in the description below. Both brands are expensive, but Wusthof offers a greater range of prices. On the high end are the Amici, Eon, and Performer collections. The mid-tier ranges are the Icon and the Classic, and the least expensive is the Gourmet. MAC knives are more affordable overall, but like Wusthof, they offer a range of prices across collections. The Ultimate is the most expensive collection, the Original and Chef's series are the least expensive, and the Professional, which this knife belongs to, is in the mid-range, similar to Wusthof Classic and Icon. The final difference is availability. Wusthof knives are available in thousands of stores across the globe. You'll find them in stores like Williams-Sonoma, Sur La Table, Crate & Barrel, Macy's, and online on Amazon and other e-commerce stores. MAC knives are available on Amazon and on MacKnife.com, but you won't find them in many stores. The bottom line is that Wusthof and MAC both make high-quality knives, and you really can't go wrong. In fact, these knives are 2 of the best I've ever reviewed. Wusthof has a long track record of producing durable knives with thick blades, comfortable handles, and reliable cutting edges. They're hefty and feel solid in your hands. The edges might dull faster than MAC knives, but you get durable blades that can withstand some abuse in the kitchen. Wusthof offers a variety of collections, so you can find one that suits your style and budget. MAC knives are lighter, more nimble, and hold their edge for longer, but the stamped high carbon blade is more likely to stain and rust if you don't wash it and dry it immediately. And MAC only offers one handle material, Pakka-wood. While I'm a huge fan of the MAC MTH80 chef's knife and have no hesitation recommending it, I prefer Wusthof. I like a heftier knife, and personally I just like the way it feels in my hand. If you're ready to buy or just want to read more reviews, I've linked to Wusthof knives and MAC knives in the description of this video. Those are affiliate links, so I will earn a commission if you click and buy at no extra cost to you. If this video was helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more reviews just like this. We'll see you in the next video.